Hey there, I am back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Fulton's clip joint playing cards from Dan and Dave Buck and designer Brad Fulton. This isn't going to be your typical deck review. In fact, I'm going to be looking at a piece of art that was created from the Fulton's clip joint playing cards. Have it right over here. But before I get into that, let me talk about why I chose the Fulton's clip joint playing cards to turn into this piece of artwork. The Fulton's clip joint is one of my favorite decks of cards. I usually go for really highly customized decks, but this is, by a lot of those standards, a fairly plain deck, but it's an incredibly well executed one. The Fulton's clip joint, like I said before, was created by designer Brad Fulton. You probably know him better for his line of Ace Fulton's casino decks. They are really classic casino designs, and they're done at this point in a variety of colors: red, blue, green, gold, pink, black, just a virtual rainbow of colors. But this was the design that started it all. The story of this design is also really interesting. Brad Fulton back in 2010 was apparently in a really bad car accident. So bad, in fact, that he was declared dead for about 3 minutes. But while he was recovering, he had the vision for this design that you see here. And it's inspired by a bar that he imagined that his grandfather would have enjoyed hanging out in. Imagine just a really dark, seedy, smoke-filled bar. And so you'll see the smoke element come to play in a lot of the deck here. It's got this really dark, beautiful charcoal finish to it. And then all of the elements kind of resemble wisps of smoke around the deck. Just beautifully done, classic style, and a really beautiful deck as well. And then here's the back design of the cards, as you can see that as well. And again, those kind of wisps of smoke. This time forming all sorts of designs, almost like an owl here, as well as these moths in the center. Just a really beautiful, classic back design, and a deck that I absolutely love. And so this is something that I wanted to turn into a really unique piece of art. And so I enlisted Masuta Designs. It's the creation of Shashin Masuta. He's a really talented artist who does these things called card cuts. And card cuts are this design where basically you take the individual cards and you go with a razor blade and you just sort of cut around to create different designs. And as you do that with all of the different cards, you can kind of stack them back up to produce a 3D effect. There are some really beautiful examples that have been done out there. Masuta does this with some of the Orbit decks. Those are some of his best designs. I'll put a couple of pictures up here so you can see some of the designs that he's done. But I wanted to turn this one into a card cut of my own. And so here it is. Now it comes packaged back in the original box, but he cuts away the back of the box to reveal the design inside, and here it is. And you can see just how beautifully done that is. The individual layers are just kind of cut out, and you can see, you know, if you look at those little wisps right there, just how intricate the design is. And if I tilt it over here, you can see all the way down the design that is created out of just the back design and the cards. So it uses most of the cards throughout the entire deck, and you can even see he incorporated a couple of other elements. So where the original design is just black and white, he also used a couple of the diamond cards, the ace of diamonds, and then one of the center pips of the ace there in the background to create a little framing as well. Just a really beautiful touch that adds just the right little pop of color on an otherwise monochromatic back. But it produces a fantastic effect from the owl's head, the wings, the moth in the background. I love that just depth that this gives it. This is something that these designers do with a lot of different cards, but for me, the smoke and this sort of the layers that this deck lends itself to, I think it really just comes out well. So I want to thank Masuta Designs for producing this phenomenal piece of art. I'm incredibly glad to add this to my collection. Just looks great with the original deck. So just wanted a chance to show this off to you guys. If you're interested in getting one of these for yourself, definitely go check them out. It's Masuta Designs on Instagram. You can also find him on Reddit. I'll put links to where you can find him in both places down in the description. But I highly recommend his work. It's really, really well done and just makes for a beautiful effect on your favorite deck of cards. It's amazing to see what artists come up with these. So hope you enjoyed this look at a card cut of the Fulton's Clip Joint playing cards. One of my favorite decks and now turned into one of my favorite pieces of art. So that's it for now. Make sure to check out in the description. You can go check out Masuta Designs. Also go check out my full review of the Fulton's Clip Joint deck. If you want to find out more about this particular deck, I think it's a really great one. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know what else you want to see. Subscribe for more deck reviews and unboxings, and I'll see you for the next one.